All right, what's up? What's up? So, I'm going to be talking about how to introduce people to your team or to your cult or to your spiritual group, spiritual, whatever it is. It could be your marketing or whatever. It could be anything, whatever. All right, so understand that not everyone likes the same things, okay? So, when you're doing certain things, you got to understand that that person might not appreciate it, that person might not like it. So, avoid doing things that you think you like when you're adding a new member to your team, right? This is a new person. You don't know what they like. You don't know what they don't like. So when you interact with a when you bring someone else who's new to the squad or to your army, whatever the hell this is, understand where they're coming from. You're doing things that might contradict their reality. You might be doing things that they don't appreciate. You might be doing things that they don't like. So just because you have a certain custom when you're bringing someone else doesn't mean that you are, how I say this, forcing them into this kind of indoctrination process so that they can come and see your world and see that your world is so better than theirs or whatever. This is called forced indoctrination. When you add people to your world, you should just show them why your world is cool, why your reality is great, and why they want to share it with you, versus trying to force them into your reality just because. This is a form of biasness, right? This is bias. Again, Source does not care about one person's perspective. Source cares about the collective perspectives. It's not just about a single perspective. A single perspective means absolutely nothing. It is about the multiple perspectives that make up the reality, which pretty much helps you to understand reality. When you're bringing someone new to your reality, you cannot force them into your reality based on your traditions and customs unless they are receptive. Meaning, if they like what you're doing, then you do more of it. If they don't like it, then you change it up. Just like in baseball, you change up the pitches. If what you're doing is not working, you change up the style. Alright? If what you're doing is not working, you change up the style. Just because what you did in the past worked with someone else doesn't mean that it'll work with the new person. So just keep that in mind when you're adding people to your reality or to your team. And then, you might actually do something that they would like in the future, but your relationship with them is not there yet. You have to build rapport, trust. This person who's coming into your reality needs to feel safe, right? There's a saying that women can't have an orgasm unless they feel safe. It's very similar to that. So when someone is coming into your reality, they need to feel safe entering into your space and entering into your reality. You can't just brutally attack them in every single way in hopes that they see your perspective as the correct way. In the real world scenario, when you offend someone, when you insult someone, when you inflict harm to someone, they will either walk away or beat the shit out of you. Alright? Like, just because you have a certain tradition or custom in your own reality doesn't mean that you do it to the other people that you are bringing to your reality, okay? This is a new person, so you're gonna have to walk through the baby steps with them. Similar, okay, so now let me ask you guys this question. When a baby is first being created, is the baby stressed out or is it, relaxed or is it peaceful? What is the mother doing to the baby? The, is the mother harming the baby or is the mother helping the baby to grow and feed the baby with nutrients? You see, that process right there is pretty much what unconditional love is. The mother feeding the baby, supplying the baby with food so the baby can grow through the stages. That right there is unconditional love. The mother's not asking for anything in return, yet it's supplying nutrients for the baby, food, blood, and all the everything so the baby can grow. Because if she doesn't do this, the baby will die, or it will be a premature baby and it won't be a healthy baby. That's why the mother sacrifices 9 months of labor to help the baby to grow. The mother is not taking resources from the baby. Why would the mother take resources from the baby? I mean, the mother is the grown up, right? So she should have more resources than the baby. So she should be able to share the resources that the mother has, right? The mother has more resources than the baby. So why would the mother take resources from the baby? Isn't the mother supposed to feed the children? Isn't the mother's job supposed to feed the children and feed the kids, right? I'm asking this question because there's a lot of people in the spiritual world who don't understand this, who they only understand in the give me and the take. Now, let's put a pause on that because once you make this about the give me and the take me, you're setting up a trade relationship, a business relationship, a partner relationship. Once you lead with the condition of you're going to be giving me, giving me, and giving me, and giving me, and giving me to fuel my reality, you are creating a trade. So in that case, let's put a pause on that. This is when you say, this is what I want, and then I say, okay, this is what I want. So then we create a trade. And for those of you who are confused by this, look up the definition of mutually beneficial relationship. Look up what that means. And this is not to you guys per se, right? This is to the people who are very confused by this. Look up the definition by trade. Look up what a mutual beneficial relationship means. Then also understand the law of karma, the law of balance, the law of equalizing. So when you mess up someone else's reality, they're going to mess up your reality as well, right? Because nature is about balance. It's all about balance, guys. When you mess up someone's consciousness, their consciousness is going to take your energy from another dimension to keep everything in perfect harmony and perfect balance. This is why you can't lead with the give me, give me, give me, and the take, because this messes up the infrastructure and the imbalances the galaxy. When you're taking energy without giving energy, you are destroying the ecosystem of the whole fucking galaxy. You know, like there's that little infinity symbol, right? You're breaking the infinity symbol when you are taking energy from one person's galaxy and you're not supplying them with energy. This is crookery. This is robbery. This is thief. Okay. I know some of you guys who are into spirituality, like it's so fun to gain sexual energy. Listen, when you guys make this kind of a transaction relationship of give me energy, and then well, why should I give you energy? Because I need it for my reality. Okay, I do too. Do you guys understand the problem here? This is why that sort of mindset does not work. Because when you lead with a give me, you create a trade as opposed to a unconditional relationship. When you lead to the give me, you create hostility. You create a very competitive environment. When you lead with a give me, people are going to want to not trade with you. When you're selfish, you're desperate, and you're needy, people are going to want to run away from you. People don't want nothing to do with you. Now, the question is, if all the dimensions and galaxies need energy to fuel their dimensions, why would they come to someone who's in this give me mentality? Well, what am I getting back? The only time where someone is willing to give for free is where they have an abundance of resources. Because someone cannot give you when they're starving. If someone is homeless, they can't give you energy. If someone is in poverty, they can't give you energy. That's why it behooves you to think of this as an exchange of energy unconditionally, meaning that we're coming to a natural agreement unconditionally to trade. Not stealing energy, not being desperate, not being needy, not taking people's energy without permission or consent. If you go to other planet, you gotta ask them permission about what you want to take. You need to ask permission first about what it is that you want to take before you take it. And you cannot steal people's energy from other different dimensions and planets without their permission or without creating a trade, right? Because if you are stealing people's energy, you are creating you're not, first of all, you're breaking the love and you're breaking rapport. Now you're entering into, and now you're skipping trading. Now we're not friendly no more. Now we're enemies. Now we're foes. Now we're fighting. Now we're competing. So when you're doing a lot of things that are breaking reality, breaking their traditions and customs, you are breaking rapport with that person. You're not making a friendly trade and friendly interaction with that person. Instead, you're creating conflict and tension, which is very dangerous because if you lose that, then you lose vibrations and you lose sexual energy and you lose power. That power that is fueling your consciousness and your reality. This is why you need to be very careful with the way that you interact with other people's dimensions. Because if they find out that you are manipulating them or you're lying to them, they're going to take all their personal power back. They're going to get all their energy back. All the energy that they give you, or they gave you in the past, they're going to take it right back. This is why it would behoove you to make sure that everyone that you are interacting with is leaving the interaction better off, as opposed to say it's only about what you want and you don't care what they want. Right? So if I say I want money and someone keeps doing something that I don't want and I don't like, I'm telling you I want money. Stop giving me something else. I'm telling you exactly what specifically what I'm looking for. I'm looking for more money in my reality to supply my universe and supply my planet. This person keeps sending me pictures on Instagram. Here you go. Gumballs. Stop. I'm telling you I want money. Cash. I don't want pictures. You know, I can get pictures from fucking Google, goddammit. We live in a fucking 2019th century, fam. I can get fucking pictures from Google. What kind of joke is this, man? Yo, guys. If you want, for all you like entities who are like operating the really like low level of awareness, low level consciousness, low level dimensions, if you want my energy, you either are going to love me unconditionally, so therefore I love you unconditionally back. B, we are trading resources. Hey, I want that, and I'll give you that for that. Or C, we're gonna fight. And if we're gonna fight and I win, I'm gonna take your resources, which means I have more sexual energy in my universe, and you're losing sexual energy. This is why enlightenment teachers they always talk about peace, because this is a very dangerous game when people are trying to take energy from other people. It's a very dangerous game. You waste a lot of time trying to compete with people, because if you lose that, it's like gambling. You might win, you might lose, and if you lose, guess what? You're worse off. And you're tired, you're fatigued, and you're depressed. So it makes a lot more sense to have a peaceful relationship with multiple different galaxies and multiple different relationships so that you can conduct trade and also get more love and sexual energy from them. If you mess up and then you break rapport with these galaxies, they will fight, they will compete, and if you lose that, you will be losing sexual energy. And you won't be getting unconditional love. That's all I got for you on this one. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time.